Hi, I'm Maria, and this is a presentation over the Internet of Things. You'll learn a lot over the next 15 minutes, so listen up. Today I'll cover a few topics such as what is the Internet of Things, or the IoT, and the industries using it, the advantages and disadvantages, and what's in store for the future, and a quick recap over everything that I just talked about. So let's begin. What is the Internet of Things? It is the network of physical devices, vehicles, home appliances, and other items embedded with electronics, software, sensors, and connectivity, which enables things to connect and exchange data, creating opportunity, economic benefits, and reduced human exertion. The number of IoT devices increases year after year after year. So, the global market value of the Internet of Things is projected to reach 7.1 trillion by 2020, which is so crazy to think about because that is a whole lot of money. The Internet of Things involves extending internet connectivity beyond standard devices such as desktops, laptops, and smartphones to any range of traditionally non internet enabled physical devices and everyday objects. Embedded with technology, these devices can communicate, interact over the internet, and can be remotely monitored and controlled. The history. The definition of the Internet of Things has evolved due to the merging of multiple technology, real time analytics, machine learning, commodity sensors, and embedded systems. The concept of a network of smart devices was discussed in 1982 with a modified Coke machine at Carnegie Mellon University. The Coke machine is able to report its inventory and whether newly loaded drinks were cold. Several visions of the Internet of Things came out in the 1990s. Several companies were also submitting proposals about moving small sets of data to large sets of data so as to integrate and automate everything from home appliances to factories, and that was completed because that is happening every day and every moment where we are talking. The term Internet of Things was coined by Procter & Gamble in 1999, and the definition kept evolving. In 2002, in an article that was published in Finland, they wrote a more modern statement, which is an information system infrastructure for implementing smart connected objects. That was their definition. However, Cisco estimated that the Internet of Things was born between 2008 and 2009 because by then more things or objects were connected to the internet than people, which is just a crazy fact because now there's a lot more, there's still a lot more things connected to the internet than people. What are the things, you may ask? The things may refer to all the wide variety of devices or the industry, such as heart monitors or automobiles or DNA analysis devices for environmental or food purposes. These devices collect data with the help of various existing technologies and then autonomously flow the data between other devices. But how does it work? Well, the Internet of Things is not the result of a single novel technology. Instead, it is a long, multi-part technical development providing capabilities that, taken together, help to bridge the gap between the virtual and physical world. These capabilities include communications and cooperations, addressability, identification, sensing, embedded processing, localization user interface, and much more. The industries may include like household items, transportation, healthcare, infrastructure, agriculture, and retail, and there's many more industries. It's just I don't have enough time to really talk about them. But here we go. Household IoT devices are part of the larger concept of home automation, which includes lighting, heating, air conditioning, media, and security systems. Long-term benefits include saving energy by automatically ensuring lights and electronics are turned off. A smart home could be based on a platform that controls smart devices and appliances. For example, a Nest. And no, not a bird's nest. This Nest is a learning thermostat reporting on energy usage and local weather, which helps control the heating and air in your house to keep it a cool, nice 70. Other uses of household IoT could be for your garden or lawn. It can be used to automatically control sprinklers, or sensors can be used to detect the humidity or sunlight hitting the plants to help create a schedule to optimize the growth of your garden. There are other digital scarecrows, which are motion sensors that detect movement and will emit a harmless burst of water when a pest is disturbing the garden. Some sensors can even recommend types of plants in a garden depending on sunlight and soil. Toothbrushes are even embedded with sensors. It can detect how well you brush your teeth, or the pressure, or for how long you should be brushing your teeth. And I had a toothbrush like this, and it came with an app, but I was too lazy to really get the full benefits from it. So, yeah. Home security is a big one as well. For example, doorbells now have built-in microphones and cameras so you can see who is at the door when you're not home, or can detect thefts of packages left out by mailmen if you're not home to pick them up. So, transportation is the second largest segment in IoT, and it was worth 78 billion in 2016, which is also an insane number. IoT is changing the trucking industry with the help of mobile connectivity advancements. We are getting closer to a future where autonomous trucks will be a thing, which is terrifying because semi trucks scare me. And public transit management is another form of IoT. It offers a lot of benefits to passengers. Tracking the real-time location of the vehicle and knowing when it arrives at a particular stop was always a challenge. Real-time tracking is becoming possible with the help of IoT in transportation. The Internet of Things has ended all the challenges that were faced in a public transit system and enabled rerouting features to help with alternate routes. GPS is also in IoT. Well, not a GPS, but geofencing, which is an advanced form of GPS. It captures the location of an asset or a device with the coordinate of a particular area. Geofencing helps in starting the automated tasks. IoT in the transportation industry is the most benefited from geofencing. It allows drivers to receive alerts when a driver deviates from the prescribed path, as it can delay in delivering time and cause accidental loss. Fleet management is getting adopted to make real-time intelligent business decisions with improvements in operational efficiency, maintenance costs, and etc. With the emergence of IoT in warehouse management, it has provided the visibility into supply chain network and enables real-time tracking in inventory. Healthcare. With it, you can share your exercise levels and your heart rate and other essential accumulated data by your mobile device. Right now, your doctor is most likely monitoring your health, but that will be going down more and more because outside your hospital slash clinics, telemedicine is the use of using telecommunication and information technology to provide clinical health care from a distance. It is used to overcome barriers and improve access to medical services. Mobile devices to monitoring devices. IoT devices can be used to enable remote health monitoring and emergency notification systems. Some hospitals have been implementing smart beds that can detect when they are occupied and when a patient is attempting to get up. It can adjust itself to ensure appropriate pressure and support is applied to the patient without the manual interactions of nurses. Or some smart mattresses have built in vibrating massagers, climate control, some with an anti snoring component that automatically adjusts to prevent snoring when detected. Or it can emit white noise or simply keep track of your sleep time. Sensors. Specialized sensors can also be equipped within living spaces to monitor the health and general well being of senior citizens, while also ensuring proper treatment is being administered and assisting people regain lost mobility or you can even place the sensors on newborn babies and the sensors would emit alarms when the baby is close to an exit if they haven't had the okay to leave or if their vitals seem off. Sensors can also be used to track like where surgical patients are. Like for example, my dad recently had a colonoscopy and he was assigned a number and my mom could watch his progress from pre-op room to the surgical suite to the recovery unit and it's all in real time. Being able to control operations of sustainable urban infrastructures like bridges or railways. IoT infrastructure can be used for monitoring any events or changes in structural conditions that can compromise safety and increase risk. IoT can help construction industry by cost saving, time reduction, better quality workdays, paperless workflow, and increased productivity. It can help take in faster decisions and save money with real-time analytics. It can also be used for scheduling repair and maintenance activities in an efficient manner by coordinating tasks between different service providers and users of these facilities. IoT devices can control critical infrastructure like bridges to provide access to ships. Usage of IoT devices for monitoring and operating infrastructure is likely to improve incident management and emergency response, quality of service, and reduce costs of operations in all infrastructure. There are several ways IoT is improving city living, quality of life, and enabling better management. Some cities in the world are trying to be automated like a smart city, or the inhabitants are downloading the city's smartphone app. The app is connected to thousands of sensors that enable services like parking search, environmental monitoring, digital city agenda, and much more. Working on improving air and water quality and reducing noise population and increasing transportation efficiency in San Jose is currently under works right now. Agriculture. There are numerous IoT applications in farming, such as collecting data on temperature, rainfall, humidity, wind speed, and much more. This data can be used to automate farming techniques, take informed decisions to improve quality and quantity, minimize risk and waste, and reduce effort required to manage crops. Smart farming based on IoT technology will enable farmers and growers to reduce waste and enhance productivity, ranging from the quantity of fertilizer utilized to the number of journeys the farm vehicle has made or water usage. Precision agriculture is one of the most popular applications of IoT in this particular sector. Precision farming can be thought as anything that makes the farming practice more controlled and accurate when it comes to raising livestock and growing of crops. In this approach of farm management, a key component is the use of information technology and various items like sensors, control systems, robotics, and so on and so on. Retail Internet of Things can include RFID inventory tracking sensors, traditional in-store infrared foot traffic counters, cellular and Wi-Fi tracking system, digital signage, or customer mobile devices. One popular way that IoT is in retail is predictive equipment maintenance, which is used for managing energy, predicting equipment failure, or detecting other issues. Another one is smart transportation. Moving merchandise more efficiently is more likely to happen with the help of IoT. The IoT can come into play with the maintenance of transportation, tracking, and route optimization. A great example of a smart store is Amazon Go. Amazon Go is a growing store currently only in Seattle, and it tracks when a shopper picks up, for example, a carton of milk from a shelf, and the technology puts it in the shopper's virtual cart, and it can also tell when an item is put back onto the shelf, and it will remove it from the cart accordingly, which is amazing. The advantages of IoT are safety, comfort, and efficiency. Imagine measuring and managing hazardous environments while juggling many factors. You have to do this without putting people at risk, and don't forget to optimize all physical environments for comfort and productivity. Also, you have better control on energy costs. Now, monotonous tasks are automated and done by machines, making jobs that took 3 hours only 1 hour or give and take. The result is more time for product and rewarding work. This would better decision making. If you can analyze larger trends from empirical data, you can make smarter decisions. This takes assumptions of the equation. Instead, it's giving you data visibility into every aspect of your business. Consider testing cycles. They would radically shorten, lowering the cost to optimize a process. Also, the visibility into system behaviors can yield now new insights and ideas. This can guide your business like never before. And revenue generation. At first, the above benefits will impact your bottom line by reducing expenses. The IoT will also help to improve efficiency, but it's only a matter of time before IoT data analysis helps you realize new business functions. This will lead to new revenue opportunities. The IoT uniqueness gives many organizations a strategic advantage over the competitors. This advantage will be valuable to companies now and into the decades. The disadvantages: security and privacy, hacking of companies, stolen identities, hijacking the app connected to cars, all scary and all made easier by IoT. These several events cause some serious anxiety attacks. And you can understand how digitally connected things have definite security risks. Often default devices setting equate to wide open. Companies don't have strong security protocols in place, and connected device manufacturers are often slow to update firmware or release patches. These companies may not provide much support. Instead, they prefer to resolve security issues with the next version of the thing. So, security and privacy on your network of things has to be your responsibility. Lesser jobs: with every task being automated, the need for human labor will reduce drastically. This will have a direct impact on employability. As we head to the future of IoT, there will be a visible decline in the hiring process of professionals. And honestly, we depend too much on technology nowadays. Its implementation in our everyday lives really makes us lazy. There is no doubt that technology is dominating our lifestyle, reflecting on humans' dependability on technology, and it would be scary if the internet went out and no one would know what to do without it. So we definitely depend on it too much. Do the pros outweigh the cons? I mean, despite the fact IoT has quite a few disadvantages, and we are a very money hungry country and world, it its main advantages is saving the consumer time and money, and that just can't be ignored. So the time isn't far when the Internet of Things will commonly be seen in both households, and companies' efforts will have to be made to find ways to combat its disadvantages. And some of it matters how our government introduces legislation because some believe our personal safety and information is at risk. So our government needs to find a way to safely and ethically introduce IoT in society. The future, by 2020, it is estimated to have 21 billion devices connected to the internet. IoT devices are becoming a part of the mainstream electronic culture, and people are adopting smart devices into their homes faster than ever. Just imagine a world where self driving cars are common, and my biggest concern is what if we turn out to be like characters in WALL-E and we have automated everything and it makes us lazy, and if the power goes out we don't have to use the internet, like, because we don't know how to do anything anymore. So yeah. The conclusion. IoT, it is the network of physical devices or vehicles and other items embedded with electronics and connectivity, which enables things to connect and exchange data, creating opportunities. The industries are households, uh, retail, infrastructure, transportation, agriculture, and do the advantages really outweigh the disadvantages? I would say no, because we're never gonna. It makes things more efficient in the long run, and companies will figure out a way around it. So here are my references, and I hope you have enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.